Oh my gosh, look what finally showed up. We got some snow here in Minnesota. We always do. Every January we get a snowstorm and we get at least a week or two of very cold weather. And that is what we are into now. This is about 4 or 5 inches of snow, I would say. Tonight it's going to be 15 below zero. Tomorrow night 16 below zero. And I'm from Minnesota, so it's pretty routine, but some people are not. And this amount of snow would probably shut down a lot of cities for a good couple of days. So we're going to be a little light on adventures this week because of the cold weather. And so I thought today, since I do have to go to work, we would take a look at the street conditions 12 hours after a snowstorm. And you can compare it to how that would work out in your city and leave some comments below. Well, hello there, and welcome to another beautiful day for an adventure here on Tommy Travels the Second. This is about the last little bit of time that I'm going to be able to walk outside without earmuffs and a big hat, and it's going to get very cold here very soon. So I'm enjoying the last little glimpse of sun that we have. And today's adventure is going to be a little bit different. We're just going to check out on some road conditions on my way to work. As I said, this type of snow might shut down the city that you live in, and we're just going to kind of compare and contrast from Minnesota, Minneapolis, St. Paul to wherever it is that you live. And if you guys are brand new to this channel, go ahead and hit subscribe so you don't miss out on a thing. And this should be fun, so come on with me, let's go see what there is to see. And the first thing that I'm always concerned about is not the streets, but the parking lot at my apartment. Have they plowed it? And no, they have not. Not yet. But that is okay, because that is not going to be enough snow to slow us down. And I'm sure the streets will be a lot better conditions than what this parking lot is, that is for sure. And so doesn't matter how clean the streets are if you can't get out of the garage. But I think we're going to be able to make it this morning. And this right here is going to be probably the worst of my winter driving that I will encounter today. So it helps in Minnesota to have a car that gets through a little bit of snow. We'll just put it in drive and cruise right through this mess and see how good we can do. And yep, we're good. And this is what a snowplow looks like in Minnesota. Right here. When I grew up in St. Louis, Missouri, it was like 2 guys with a pickup truck and a broom. The side street, basically pretty well clean. It's not dry as a bone or anything, just a slight little layer of snow, but no problem at all. And then on this street, it's a little side street still, but you can actually see a little pavement. I wonder how many people would watch if I had like a 4-hour drive to work and just watch this whole video of me riding down snowy streets. Wouldn't that be fun? And in Minnesota, getting stuck behind a snowplow like this can either be really good or really bad. If you're in a hurry on the highway, really bad. But if it's really snowy and you're having trouble getting through, it's really good. And you can see that they have a salt spreader behind these trucks as well. I'll zoom in. You can see it spreading salt on the road, so later on, it won't be as icy. And one good thing about Minnesota is businesses are very good at keeping their parking lots clean. They're on top of it around here. I thought today would be a good day for some Jimmy John's, because I don't think I'm gonna be wanting to step out for lunch today. I always like stepping into a sandwich place where you're greeted with a smile. I love the signs they have in here too. No crowd too big, no hunger too great, no schmancy too fancy. And the Jimmy John's motto, the customer is usually right. Don't worry, we're not going to be in here for long. We'll be out of here freaky fast. And of course, If these walls could talk, there would be no need for these signs. Good point, Jimmy Johns. Good point. And I like coming here because the bread is so fresh, it must be liberated. Well, thank you, Jimmy Johns. That looks delicious. And sometimes in Minnesota, it is necessary to pull out the farm equipment to do some snow plowing. And probably the most dangerous part of driving in Minnesota winters is these on-ramps here. They're not completely plowed and they're usually pretty icy. That's where a lot of accidents take place. But now look that we're on the road, we've got practically dry pavement. Well, Taco House Charlie Brown, how are you doing, my friend? I just thought I'd stop by and make sure you made it through the snowstorm okay, and it looks like you're doing pretty well. Still got a smile on your face, a little snow on your hat, but you're looking pretty good. And make sure you keep that hat on because it is going to be getting really chilly here the next couple of days. Well, good to see you, my friend. Well, we've got some snowbanks built up here, but the streets are A-okay. Traffic is moving. And hey, look, St. Paul. Well, this has been another successful adventure here today on Tommy Travels the Second. And the snow came down and the roads look good. How does that compare to what your city would look like after about 4 inches of snow 12 hours later? So leave that in the comments below, and if you guys liked what you saw here today, go ahead and hit like on my YouTube channel. While you're at it, go ahead and hit subscribe and the little bell notification next to it so you can be the first to know when a new adventure comes out. Thank you guys so much for accompanying me on my way to work, and this has been really fun. I thank you so much for your support that you've given me so far, and I hope to catch you on the flip side.